Hey guys, Tony here from Tectonic Byte, and this is the budget student desk setup tour of 2017. All these items are decent quality and would suit the average student pretty well. Links to all products will be in the description down below. As a disclaimer, if I mention many products from one manufacturer, it's not because I'm sponsored, I just like their products. Just take a look at my subscriber count, I'm never gonna get a sponsorship. But if you guys could help me with that, I'd be grateful. Starting off, the main centerpiece of this setup is the HP 23ES monitor. At 23 inches, this is an adequate size for doing homework or carrying out tasks that the average student would need to do. The colors are okay and the viewing angles are decent as well. The resolution is 1920 by 1080, and for the average student this is perfectly fine. The buttons on the bottom are great for changing the settings. On the back you can find from left to right an HDMI port, a VGA port, and the power input. Overall, this monitor is a good addition to any student's setup. The machine that powers this setup is the Dell Inspiron 7579 laptop. It has 8GB of RAM, 256GB of SSD, and an Intel Core i5. The display of this laptop is 15.6 inches and is a pretty decent size. The laptop isn't too heavy, so taking this on the go would be easy. The performance is really good as it has 8GB of RAM. This is perfect for the average student. It isn't too expensive either, so I'd highly recommend this laptop. Moving on, for speakers I have nothing. Honestly, I don't really see the point of having speakers for students unless you're studying video editing or music. But for the average student, the onboard speakers on whatever device you're using should work fine. For the keyboard and mouse, I'm using the Logitech K360 keyboard with the Logitech M325 mouse. These are both really cheap wireless options that would suit any student well. They work okay and it's really cheap. Next up, we have the Ultrabrite LED desk lamp. This lamp is a really good lamp for only $30. It has adjustable light brightness settings, 3 color temperature settings, and a bladeless fan. On the back there are 2 USB ports for charging. This is really good for students as there's a fan for intense studying or late nighter sessions. By the way, I don't condone the latter. And the 2 USB ports would be especially handy for charging your devices. This lamp is an awesome deal and I would highly recommend it for students. An additional touch I added to this setup is my mousepad. This mousepad was just a limited edition as I only ordered 2. Any mousepad would work fine. I also included a pail of pens, markers, glue, and scissors. And to the right of that, I put a tape dispenser and a stapler. Something else that I added to this setup is this Lamicall adjustable phone stand. It is great to have a phone stand so you can charge your phone right next to the Ultrabrite lamp without needing the phone power adapter. The table that I'm using is a cheap plastic table by Lifetime. I would highly not recommend this table for any student as it is made of plastic and tends to bend in the middle from heavy objects. If you really need a cheap table, this works fine, but I'd recommend getting a desk from IKEA as their products work really well for a cheap price. That concludes this setup tour for students of 2017. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.